Hey guys, Ashlane here coming at you today with Sneak Peek 2. We have new troop levels in the game. We have a level 5 Valkyrie, level 6 Hog Rider, and level 7 Goblin. I'm going to show you a few replays highlighting some of the end game potential with these new troop levels. Let's start by this sweet 3-star attack on a Town Hall 10. We're going to start with the Queen Walk. The beautiful thing about going against a base like this is you can really choose which side, which direction you want to go in from, and the Queen will walk as long as you set that blocker there up on that army camp. So you can see, starting the Queen right over here, she's going to go ahead and walk south, and we'll have a nice entry point using 4 earthquakes. Now notice that this base has 2 multi-target Inferno towers, and we're going to hog it. So you don't see this too much in the game right now, but now with level 6 Hogs, you'll actually see how they do against a multi-target Inferno tower in just a bit. So the Queen's going to make her way slowly around the base. Again, starting out with the Queen Walk, you guys may or may not know that with the balance changes, there was nothing done to the Queen Walk in terms of the relationship with the healer and the queen, but rather the new, more powerful X-bows are a factor that make it a little bit more difficult. You have to be ready on that ability or your rage spells to keep her alive. And obviously with Town Hall 10 and 11 and really across the board, with the battle time going back down to 3 minutes, it is an issue. If you have a long Queen Walk, you got to make sure you keep it short. So now we're going to go ahead and enter the base here. Beautiful base to use 4 earthquakes to get to the core. Going to use a golem and a few wizards to help establish the funnel, and then we'll just drop the Barbarian King along with a golem and the rest of the wizards as a kill squad to get to that center core. Hopefully take out that left Inferno tower, and then we'll deploy the Hogs at the top. What do you guys think about these replays on these sneak peeks so far? A little bit different than the Mass Dragon attacks, right? For the first time, we actually have the ability to record our own sneak peek footage, so that's pretty exciting. So, okay, a free spell here on the first Inferno Tower, and here come all those wizards backed up by that Golem and Barbarian King. And in just a second, we're going to go ahead and deploy the Hogs from the northwest, and the Hogs are really just going to do all the heavy lifting. Now, remember, these are level 6 Hogs. They have more DPS and more hit points. Obviously, it's been a long time since we've seen a new level added to Hogs. Geez, it's been, I don't know, a year and a half. So this is definitely needed at Town Hall 10. And look right here, we have a heal spell interacting with the Hogs, interacting with the multi-target Inferno Tower, and you can see the Hogs really remain very, very close to full health. So it's going to be interesting to see if Hogs are now viable against multi-target Inferno Towers. Level 6 Hogs, that is. So keep in mind, level 6 Hogs now added to level 10 and level 11, making more hybrid attacks hopefully possible at Town Hall 10 and a little bit at Town Hall 11. You can definitely tell that Town Hall 11 is going to be more challenging and Town Hall 10 is going to be less challenging after this update. At least that's my hypothesis. So 3-star victory, really fairly simple attack. It was a Queen Walk going into a Go-Ho at Town Hall 10, not something we see often in the game right now. Now I'm going to show a high percentage 2-star attack using the Valkyries. This time we're going to go ahead and break in from the northwest again, starting out with 2 golems here. And what we're going to do on this attack is use a jump to get into the center core there, but we're going to really use kind of 2 phases of this attack. Now this is a totally maxed out Town Hall 11 base here, and we're going to go ahead, you can see those level 4 mortars, level 4 Infernos and maxed out level 9 mortars. So we deployed a couple golems along with the heroes as a separate late deployment on this attack, and we let the other 2 golems funnel around the base using Valkyries to take out a lot of those surrounding units, creating that really nice funnel to the middle of the base for the remaining golems and the heroes. Going to use the Grand Warden Eternal Tome ability. The Eternal Tome reduction that was announced in the balancing, it's definitely semi-noticeable, but really the best way to deal with it is just make sure that you are on the money, deploying that Grand Warden exactly, more so timing more than location, I've found. So make sure you're deploying him with the troops that you want him to guard. So the Valkyries here, you can see, if you go ahead and rewind, if you didn't notice, along the edges, they made really quick work of those surrounding units. They get into their attack much, much faster. So I think maybe we'll be able to start seeing and using Valkyries at level 10 and 11. Again, these new level 5 Valkyries are only available at level Town Hall 10 and Town Hall 11. Now let's take a look at the third troop with a new level, and that is the level 7 Goblins. Remember that level 6 Goblins have now been bumped down to Town Hall 9, so with these changes you can see they make pretty quick work of these storages as compared to level 6 Goblins. So with these changes it will be interesting to see if we see a little bit more of an uptick in the usage of Goblins. They've largely been neglected in farming, especially after the last update, when cheaper farming armies have become a bit less viable. So there's the Goblins. Lastly, I do want to go ahead and show you the mechanic on the new poison spell, or maybe not the new poison spell, but the new poison mechanic. So if you lure a clan castle like we're doing here from the south, you can see it used to be that you can just lure a clan castle, drop that poison, and that's it. The lure is complete. The lure is done. Now, this especially affects Town Hall 7 and Town Hall 8, some Town Hall 9, where they have a vulnerable, lureable clan castle. Very easy to lure. Now you're going to have to actually use troops to keep the troops in the radius of the poison spell. Otherwise, the defending troops will flee. And lastly, the loot cart. You can now see the resources inside the loot cart. That's it for Sneak Peek 2, guys. Stay tuned for Sneak Peek 3 tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care.